everybody. So I am back. It has been a long time since I have made a vlog, since you've seen a vlog for me. It has been probably almost a year, like 9-10 months or so, since I last posted a video. So this is going to be a life update. I have a lot to talk about, so I'm just going to get started. I am still here in the Midwest at school. I didn't go back home to California for the summer. I decided to stay here and work. I work at the library, and I'm also doing 2 summer camps. I did one a couple weeks ago, and I'm doing another one in like 2 weeks. So I've been busy with that. Library job is like 7:30 to 4, so I am busy and tired most of the week. So anyway, I finished my 3rd level of OT school. For all of you that have been following me since I started talking about OT, it has been a wild ride. It was a wild level 3, to say the least. It is just, there was moments where I was breaking. You literally, for all of you who are in it or who are going to be in it, it is very exhausting, and that is saying the least. You are drained, you are sleep deprived, you're just all over the place. And the tests are just the worst because the way they test are very different, way different than I'm used to. They have a lot of like concept questions, and our kines teacher tested very differently from how she taught. Someone put it as a great analogy. They said she teaches in Spanish, but the test is in Italian, and you know, Spanish and Italian are similar but different. And that's a great analogy because that's exactly how I felt half the time. I studied my butt 2 weeks in advance, and I'd still barely pass. So, with that being said, it was a difficult year. I literally spent every waking moment on school. Every moment on school. And many people would say, well, you gotta have fun, you gotta, No, when I'm in school, and that's it. I have to spend a lot of time just to get by, and a lot of people don't understand that. It takes me a long time to get some of these concepts and really understand. And I found a friend of mine who's in my cohort. She does really well on everything. She's one of those, But she helped me study for our vision class. She helped me study for the final. There was only 2 tests in that class, and I failed the first one. So the second one, I needed to do good. There was no question about it. So she helped me study. We literally spent a couple hours a day for about a week going over this and going through it. And she was nice enough to say, hey, Erin, do you need to go over this? I can go over it with you. We can talk about it. And that's what really helps me, is verbally talking about it and looking at it and that type of thing. So that helped. Anyway, so I'm on to level 4, which they say is going to be another hard year. So, woohoo. Bring it on, right? So anyway, I know a lot of you have been leaving comments asking about my relationship. Am I still in it? Yes, I'm still in my relationship. It has been almost 18 months together, and most of it is long distance. And for all y'all who are in long distance relationships, it's exhausting, and it's tiring, and it's difficult, and it's not easy. And now I know why a lot of them don't last. So we made it through the 18-month mark. I'm hoping things get much better after that. We've been having pretty much a bumpy road for the last 6 months or so. Late last year, things from his past crept up on him, and yeah, he didn't cheat or anything, or at least I don't know of. I'm not a very good person at moving forward with things, especially when I don't feel like I've had closure on it. And there's stuff that I found out when I went to visit him in January, and I just couldn't get over that. And a lot of it was because when I came back here, I immediately had to start school. So I didn't have time to really think and process and, get through that situation. Um, so when I ended school, that's when things kind of crept up again, and that's when I kind of found out more things. It's like, one person is saying something and the other person is saying something different, so you don't know what to believe and you don't know who to believe. And it just made me question things, because I was at a point where I was really starting to fully 100% believe and trust everything he was telling me. And I just realized then that I can't, I can't believe everything he tells me. And people may say, well, that's not a relationship, blah, 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 whatever. Well, let's put it here. You can't trust with what a lot of people say or do. Whoever they are, you really can't. A couple weeks ago, I was really debating on whether or not to still be in this and still do this relationship. We both knew when we started this whole thing, we both knew that it was going to be long distance for at least 4 years. I'm in school for that long. It's been 2 years, so I have 2 more years left. And he was committed to the military for 4 years. So we knew we couldn't move, and we knew that going in. So it wasn't a surprise, and it's not like we both don't want to. It's we can't. We legit cannot. Unless something happens here at school, and I don't make it, then I'll figure that out. But as of right now, I cannot move, and he cannot move. So we both knew that, and it's just a matter, I think, going back to our roots of this whole relationship and getting back to how things used to be in a way. And I know things can't ever get back to be 100%. I know that. That's not reality. But I do wish some things were back to normal or somewhat normal. He has a problem with communication, especially these last 6 months. I feel like I'm dragging, him to talk to me, and I don't want that. I want him to want it, Don't we all want guys to just want something, And yeah, I'm still trying to figure him out. I really am. I think he's pretty much got me figured out, but I was debating on whether or not to still do this and still continue this. And it's not that I don't care for him, and it's not that I'm not happy. It's just that I want things to be better, and I hope after these 18 months, things do become a lot better. The way things are going right now, I don't think I can still do that for another 2 years. I really don't think I do. I can. But we'll see. We'll see where life takes me. I can only just, go with the flow and let life take me where it wants to, and stop constantly worrying and thinking. And that's my main problem, especially not being in school, worrying and thinking about things like that. But I'll go where life takes me. I'm not a quitter. I've never quit anything that I've done. I've always pushed through and powered through, but I really questioned whether to keep trying and hope things get better, or just quit and move on. I've spent 2 years with him, almost 3 years talking to him, and you can't just drop that with the pin of a hat. So I'm willing to power through this and hopes that things will work out, but I'm one person. I can only do so much by myself, and he has to want it too, and he has to do things to improve as well. I'm one person. I can only improve myself. I can't improve him, even though I want to improve him. and I pray for him every day, but I can't do that. So anyway, I'm still here, still trucking along. If any of you have any advice about long distance relationships, I'd love to hear them. Anyway, so that is my life update. So thanks for